Ahoy! Captain Benzie here, coming at you with an Acting on Instinct. This series strips the hood off Command & Conquer Rivals, grabs a spanner, and dives right in. These videos aren't monetized, so do consider dropping a tip into my digital tip jar if you're enjoying them. Link in the description below, and remember to like, subscribe, and ring that little bell icon for more. Today, I wanted to go over challenge matches, as these are a constant point of confusion. Now, if you've watched my 10 things you should know video, which you should, you're probably thinking, but Benzie, you've covered this already, and you're about to go find a cat video to watch instead. Hang on, stick with me, there have been some big changes since then. Challenge matches are part of the fair play system in Command & Conquer Rivals. They're designed to help you out when you get into a tricky situation by giving you both a safety net if you lose and a super sweet reward if you win. As of today, the 30th of January, for those of you watching this in the future, getting a challenge match means the following has happened. A. Your opponent has at least 200 medals more than you do, and likely has all the skill and knowledge of a player who's a division or league above you. B. Your opponent's army contains a unit that you have not yet unlocked. If you've not unlocked a unit, you may not have seen it before, and this challenge match recognises that you're going up against something new and unusual. Do note that as knowing what a commander does is less critical than knowing what a unit does, facing a commander you haven't unlocked will not trigger the challenge match. Your opponent also has to be a higher player level than you in order to stop you getting challenge matches at maximum level, purely because your opponent got that new unit what came out yesterday. C. If your opponent's army is an average of 1.4 unit levels higher than your own, and your own army is an average unit level within 4 of the league cap. As an example, Diamond League has a cap of 11, so you would need an army of at least level 7 to qualify for unit level based challenge matches. Your opponent's army though must now be within 1.5 levels of the league cap. This is to stop people with lower level units reaching a point where everything is a challenge match and therefore they can't lose medals. Fair enough, really. Okay, so that's why a challenge match will trigger, but what actually does a challenge match mean for you? Well, if you lose a challenge match, you don't lose medals. Nor does losing a challenge match end a win streak if you're lower than Masters League and you still get those. You're in a situation the game doesn't think is particularly fair, so you don't get punished if you're not able to deal with it. Winning a challenge match, however, awards the same medals as the win usually would, but also gives you bonus experience. This means that good players who can win their challenge matches are now going to close the gap between themselves and the player that gave the challenge match. It means this is going to help you level up faster, you'll get the larger crates and donation requests sooner, and you'll be able to quickly level up and unlock new units. For those who remember the old challenge match system that awarded double medals on a win and are lamenting this change, do bear in mind that the old system was basically saying, that fight wasn't overly fair, congratulations on winning it, your reward is to be pushed into a league where you'll encounter this kind of thing more often. Whereas the new system, in a much more polite voice, says, well done on winning a tough fight against an opponent who is ahead of you in some way. Here is a bonus to help close that gap between the two of you. I, for one, am super stoked about these changes. As a system, this now means that playing well is rewarded by increasing your progression in the game without pushing you further out to sea, so to speak. Anyways, that about wraps it up for this little video on challenge matches and the new systems. I hope you found it useful. But what do you think of the changes? Are you excited by them? Do you think I'm dead wrong and this is the worst ever thing to happen ever in the history of ever? What's your favourite cat video? Let me know in the comments below. Happy sailing, and see you on the battlefield.